Well, good afternoon, everyone, and thank you so much for joining us today. I think we have all of our speakers for this big announcement. This is a very busy day at Albertus. Not only are we announcing this new historic partnership, but if you haven't noticed, it's also our experiential learning day. So when we get done here, if you want to take a stroll right across the walkway there down into the Hubert Campus Center, you will see exhibits from academic exhibits from our students, and you can ask them all questions about their learning here at Albertus. So my name is Andrea Kovacs. I am the Vice President for Communications and Marketing at Albertus, and I will serve as our MC. Our program will be brief, I promise that, because I really would like you to go take a look at the poster sessions that are going on. And in short order, we're going to hear from our Albertus Magnus College Athletic Director, Jim Abramaitis, Albertus President Marc Gill, Mayor Tony Hart from New Haven, and we have two alders with us, Kim Edwards, who represents our District 19, Ward 19, excuse me, and Anna Festa, who represents Ward 10. And that will all make sense in just a minute. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce our first speaker. He's a UConn graduate, former Executive Director of the Capital City Economic Development Authority, and I do hear that he played some basketball too in his life. Albertus, where half of our undergraduate students participate in varsity athletics, Jim provides leadership and guidance for our scholar athletes. So, ladies and gentlemen, Albertus Athletic Director Jim Abramaitis.
Thank you very much, Andrea. So much as good a crowd as for basketball here. First off, I'd like to welcome Mayor Hart. Nice to see you again. And I also want to welcome your team. And let me tell you, your team has been a pleasure to work with, just as the city has always been great to work with in my former life. I love it. We're here to share some news today, which maybe you've figured out by now. But I would also like to thank a number of people who are on the stands, and I'm not going to go with names. But we have a number of coaches here today who are here to support. They include support being added to the team. If you're a coach, raise your hand. Okay, sure. Come on. And I also want to introduce, as a group of professors who work very closely with all of our sports. We call them our mentors, and they work with our coaches and our student athletes on just about anything that can happen on the academic side of the house. And if you're a mentor, you're here, please raise your hand. I want to thank you all too. Obviously, Frankie's there. So anyway, we would like to take time today to announce the addition of a new sport here at Albertus Magnus. But more importantly, we want to announce the partnership with the City of New Haven that's going to make this all possible for us. We want to announce the culmination of many months of work by announcing that the city and the completely revitalized Ralph Walker Ice Rink will become the home of the brand new Albertus Magnus College men's ice hockey team. I don't know a lot about hockey because I played a different sport, but the good news is your president played hockey, and I guess he was pretty good. We'll find out. But anyway, as part of this partnership, the team will not only practice but play all of our home games at the rink, and will also provide a Learn to Skate program for all the youth of the city. You'll learn more about that partnership in a few minutes. This college is no stranger to partnerships, as we already partnered with the city under an agreement by which our golf team calls Alley Memorial Golf Course our home. We also partner, and want to mention, we partner with the town of Hamden, which makes Rochford Field home to our baseball team. We just wish it would stop raining so we could play. As I mentioned, our President Camille was an athlete, but more importantly on campus, he's been encouraging partnerships, and I certainly look forward to the fruits of this new partnership with the city. While the reconstruction and finishing touches are being completed on the rink, we'll immediately begin to search for our coach to lead the expansion of our current 14 programs, which will ultimately add 30 new student athletes to this vibrant college community, along with many evenings of exciting NCAA Division III hockey to the city. Again, Mayor, I want to thank you and your team and the entire city of New Haven. Go Falcons.
Thank you, Jim. Our next speaker, as you might have guessed by now, is Dr. Marc Gill, who became the 14th president of Albertus Magnus College in June of 2017. He came to us with 29 years of experience in higher education, including 18 years in Catholic colleges, which is really important to us as we are a Catholic college in the Dominican tradition. He's a nationally recognized expert on enrollment management and marketing in higher education, and he did come to Albertus after serving for 11 years at Loyola University, Maryland. Now, the cat's a little bit out of the bag. Apparently, Dr. Camille was a three-sport athlete in college: baseball, soccer, and yes, ice hockey. He earned his bachelor's in English from Mullins College, his master's in liberal studies from the University of Miami, and his doctorate in higher education management from the University of Pennsylvania. So please join me in welcoming our fearless Falcon, Dr. Marc Gill.
Thank you, Andrea, and good afternoon. I was not expecting to talk about my athletic prowess or lack thereof, but it is a pleasure to be with you. And yes, truth be told, athletics was a big part of my life growing up. I was blessed to play in college, although in the spirit of full disclosure, having graduated from Rollins College, which if you know is in the South in Florida, I played baseball there, but I started at Curry College in Massachusetts, which is where I also played ice hockey. But today is a moment of celebration for us at Albertus as we continue to look forward to a very bright and vibrant future for this college. Early on in my tenure, I became aware through reading an article, and also a friend mentioned to me that the city was planning to renovate the one ice rink that the city is responsible for running, the Ralph Walker Skating Rink, and had already met Mayor Hart and reached out to her and just expressed some curiosity around the plans for the renovation. And she put me in touch with her team. And I have to say that from that first moment in working with the members of her team that are involved in the renovations of the rink, it has been a seamless collaboration in terms of really dreaming big in terms of how the city could benefit from a type of collaborative partnership between Albertus and the city of New Haven. Rebecca Bombero is the Director of Parks and Recreation. I apologize if that's not the exact title. But her team, Giovanni, who has led the engineering effort, Chris, Mike Piscatelli, who I know is not here today, they've all worked closely with our team, with Jim, with Sean Michael Green, who is our Vice President for Enrollment Management, and Bill Hawkins, who is our Vice President for Finance, as we've dreamed big about possibilities. And so today we stand before you, yes, with an announcement that Albertus will be starting a varsity ice hockey program. We will begin with a men's program, and we have worked with the city to create space that down the road we will continue to study the potential and feasibility of also starting a women's program. In this area, ice hockey is nothing new to the city of New Haven. In fact, with Yale playing right here in the city, you have Quinnipiac playing just, I guess that's north of the city, I think maybe west. I'm still getting my geography down in New Haven. But you have two very successful Division I programs right here in the New Haven area. There is not a Division III program, and so there is space and opportunity for that. This partnership, which will enable us to move forward and bring varsity ice hockey at the Division III level to this area, is exciting for so many reasons. If you haven't been to the Ralph Walker Skating Rink before, and I know many of you are from New Haven and many of you have a long history with the facility, but I will tell you I was struck the first time I saw it because in many ways it is a beautiful, historic rink. Now when you're in the midst of an early renovation, you have to use your imagination to see what the future holds because it is under construction right now. But also the fact that it's an open air rink will bring distinction to our program. We will be one of two, there may be three, varsity programs in the country that are playing in technically open air arenas. It will create a wonderful atmosphere. It's close to our campus, it's close to the city. It will create another venue for fans of ice hockey in the New Haven area to come and watch competitive collegiate ice hockey. Another part of the partnership that I am particularly excited about and proud of because it aligns with our values is that our coaches, our student athletes will help provide leadership to developing a Learn to Skate youth program for the children in the city of New Haven. I think that this offers great promise for our citizens. It will create another outlet for winter activities for our children, and I am positive that while we don't yet have a single student athlete who plays ice hockey on this campus, I am positive that like all of our other student athletes, when they come to this college, they will understand our mission and the opportunity to contribute to growing a sport, to growing a game, but to providing opportunities for our youth. It will align with their own values, and I'm excited about that. I'd be remiss if I didn't make a few remarks about the support that this college has shown me from the first day I arrived. In our presence today, we have a number of our Board of Trustees who have come, given time to be here. They have been supportive of me since I started in terms of embracing new opportunities as we look forward at this college. I know that our chair of our Board of Trustees, Jean Dennison, who could not make the trip up today, I know how excited she is as a chair, as an alumna of this college. If you think about the history of Albertus Magnus College, who would have thought, founded in 1925 for women, that one day then this college would be fielding a varsity ice hockey program initially for men. That's Albertus of today. It is coeducational. It is vibrant. We continue to look to the future brightly for this college. So Mayor, it has been a pleasure to partner with you and your team on this. I actually have the pleasure of journeying with the mayor soon in her delegation to China to continue to develop the sister city relationship with Changsha. Partnerships, collaborations such as these, such as this, such as those that Jim Abramitis mentioned before with the city, with Hamden. This is how we need to move forward. Greater good can be achieved when we work together on behalf of this city. I'm thrilled, I'm excited, I cannot wait for the 2019 year to arrive, which will be the first year that we will field a team, but I know that Jim has a position description ready to get out there and go and recruit our head coach. Thank you.
Dr. mentioned the Learn to Skate program, and I think the mayor will speak a little bit about this. I think our alders would attest to our commitment to engaging the community here at Albertus, because this truly is a place of transformation. Ask one of our faculty members, they'll tell you. So if you would please now join me in welcoming our 2015 Albertus Magnus College Honorary Degree Recipient and New Haven Mayor, Toni Harp. Like thousands before her, she came to study at Yale University and she never left the city. In 2014, she became the first woman mayor of New Haven. As a young person, the future mayor was inspired by her parents and inherited their strong work ethic and their belief in the life-changing, in fact, transformative power of education. She graduated from Roosevelt University in Chicago, where the curriculum is based on the principles of peace and social justice. Nice fit for Albertus. She earned her master's degree in environmental design from Yale University School of Architecture and began her public service career as a member of the New Haven Board of Aldermen, now the Board of Alders, and then went on to serve in the Senate for 21 years representing the 10th District. So ladies and gentlemen, Mayor Toni Harp.
Thank you very much, and good afternoon, everybody. You have been hearing about my fantastic team. I just want them to step forward so you can see them. Rebecca Bombero, who is the Director of Parks, Recreation, and Trees. So that everybody everybody can see you and wave to everyone. Could you give her a round of applause? Our city engineer is Giovanni Zinn. Come on, Giovanni. And Mike isn't here, but I am really grateful to them. And I'm also grateful to Dr. Camille and the entire Albertus Magnus College community for hosting this day's event. I've got to tell you something. Rebecca came to me about a year and a half ago, and she said, you know, a lot of the facility at the Walker Rink is deteriorating, and we have a real decision to make about whether or not we continue with the ice rink or, you know, whether or not we do something else with that property. And I thought to myself, having never ice skated, well, I guess we'll do something else with the property. And so we thought, well, let's discuss it with the leaders of the Board of Alders. And I thought it would be an easy sell. You know, they never like to spend money, no offense. And when I suggested, Becky explained the situation, and I suggested that it ought to be easy to close the rink. I thought that I would have to get a mop to mop up the chairs. The people became apoplectic, and not only did we have to remodel the rink, we had to upgrade it and make it do some things that it hadn't done before. And if you look at the design that Giovanni and his team have done, when you look out of that rink, you'll be looking at our beautiful East Rock, which is something we didn't have before, but it was because of the advocacy of our Board of Alders. So I discovered that skating was very important. I also learned last week we had something that we call the Chiefs Cup. And that's where the fire department and the police department have a hockey game. They raise a lot of money for really good things in our community. And I've been told it doesn't happen anymore, but there were certain of those branches that would give extra points to people who could skate. So, and play hockey. So when Dr. Camille said that this would be an opportunity for New Haven students, I was very excited because I saw a future career in our fire and our police department. It's no secret that in general, public sector budgeting has become more and more challenging over time. In recent weeks, I've been outspoken about the extent to which, more specifically, New Haven is at a disadvantage in terms of state laws governing taxation, and in terms of payment in lieu of what might otherwise be a broad-based tax revenue. Given these disadvantages, my administration has been working for years to foster partnerships across the spectrum of those who call New Haven home, those who acknowledge a shared responsibility for New Haven's well-being and its vibrant future. The agreement with Albertus Magnus College we announced today is the latest evidence of how these partnerships are moving New Haven forward. I'm so grateful to Dr. Camille and his staff for first being open-minded to the possibilities built into this alliance, and then for the perseverance to bring it all together. And it is really great to see Jim Abramitis. I remember those days when we used to fight for money in Hartford. He always won. So you've got a good person here. If you'll allow this hockey analogy, we've executed a successful power play, and in short order, the college and its students and the city and its residents all stand to benefit from the resulting goal. Come on now. From the city's perspective, the bricks and mortar aspect of this new alliance cannot be understated. When the decision was made last year to shutter the skating rink, the public outcry was loud and clear. Make the necessary repairs and upgrades and put the rink back into service. This partnership helps move us more swiftly in that direction. The refurbished rink will provide a recreational outlet and organize supervised activities for young people, consistent with the city's need to provide safe, productive alternatives for them. And for the residents throughout Greater New Haven, a new Albertus Magnus College hockey team provides one more entertainment option in a city increasingly known for its cultural, culinary, and creative portfolio. In a word, we couldn't be more excited about this new alliance, and we're so pleased to share this news with you today. We look forward to skating and looking at our beautiful East Rock. Thank you for being
I don't have a long introduction here, but would like to invite up to the podium Kim Edwards, who represents Albertus with Ward 19, and Anna Fester, who represents Ward 10, which is East Rock, whom I've gotten to know over the last several months at some very fabulous community meetings. Please.
Thank you. As I was introduced, I'm Anna Festa, Ward 10. I also want to say that I'm a graduate of a Dominican high school from here in New Haven, St. Mary's, with Sister Ann Kilbride. Having been someone who grew up in this city, this greatest small city in America, I have to say I did skate on the Ralph Walker Rink. I also serve on the committee now as one of the Alder representatives on rehabbing this beautiful historical facility, along with Charles Decker, who represents Ward 9. I have to say I'm truly excited about this partnership, and as much as we don't like to spend money, we like to spend money on things that make sense. This makes sense on multiple levels. One, it brings a college experience to the community of kids that will hopefully benefit from the partnership that we will develop with the youth of this city. And that alone is something to be excited about. I'm a soccer mom, and maybe I convinced my 3 boys to be hockey players too with this program. Again, I welcome this opportunity. I look forward to that puck dropping for the first game, and I look forward to the Falcons winning some kind of championship too. So opportunity, and literally excited about this project. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. I am Ward 19, Alder Kimberly Edwards, and of course, I'm a New Haven resident. I'm Albertus' neighbor. I'm also an Albertus graduate, so I'm very excited. It's a win-win for not only our city, but our community. And I do now see that I have to share my Albertus family a little more with the rest of the city. But I would like to commend not only Mayor Hart and staff for partnering with Albertus and getting this done, but I feel it in my heart because I love Dr. Camille. In the short time that I know him, I love Dr. Camille and the outreach he has done in the city so far. And Albertus is truly in my heart because I'm a graduate, but they are awesome. They attend all our meetings and they make sure they're connected now. And in all the years I've been here, we've never had that connection like we have now with Albertus. So it is definitely a win-win for our city, and we're ready to play Smash.
Very much. I want to say, if you really want to know what's happening in the city, you should attend the community management meetings, because that's where the real discussion, the real nitty-gritty, the real work is getting done, and you see that real passion. I happen to know that it's Frankie's birthday today. This is I Love Albert Week, and it's Frankie's birthday today. And in the tradition, that's right, come on, you're Frankie. I'm not going to keep taking it. But in the true Dominican tradition, it is better to give than to receive. And Jim, I hear you and Frankie have been coming up with some fun little stuff here. A presentation. Maybe something a little more? Let's go get them.
I was one of of these events be without the obligatory jersey for the bosses? First? And of course, I guess we were told this was his number in college, I don't know.
Yeah, can we have a team photo? Can we have a team photo? Can we get one?
Bill.
Yes, Jim. All right, very good. Right, you don't already follow President Gill on Twitter. I promise you this is going to get tweeted out later.